Monster Season 3, Episode 2, Murray's Monster. A Jekyll and Hyde Incredible Hulk takeoff of monsters that takes place in a psychologist's office. Sherwin, a sleazy shrink, gets a new patient, Murray. A harmless, neurotic dork, or so it seems, until something is triggered inside Murray, something dark and terrifying. He turns into a gorilla.
You want to see the other Murray?
Sure, I want you to release him. I want you to let him out. Never mind. Put him back. Put him back. Murray, snap out of your trance. 3, 2, 1, now.
Gee, Doc, I thought you said you were going to hypnotize me.
Sherwin really hates his wife. When we get to meet her, we learn she is actually really nice, and Sherwin is the problem. He wants to be free and feels like his wife is keeping him down from partying and drinking. His wife is a little too perfect.
You won't believe what happened today. It was the most incredible.
So, how's my baby?
Fine. I was in my office.
Oh, my baby's chilly. Is it nippy outside?
No! Now, Luann, you won't believe what happened. I was in my office, and this man, my patient, turned into an 8-foot ape.
Sherwin, I bet you could use a hot-cooked meal.
Sherwin has a plan to get rid of his wife using Murray. He invites him over for dinner and then triggers the monster once his wife utters the dinner he hates, farfel. Apparently farfel is a Jewish dish and is made from a Jewish egg noodle dough. It can be served in soups or as a side dish. Well, Sherwin hates it, but maybe his wife isn't creative enough. Look at all these different farfel recipes she could be cooking. His plan works, and Murray gets triggered and takes his wife off to a distant place with the utterance of the word farfel.
Farfel!
And all seems okay. He can go back to hitting on his secretary. The secretary doesn't return his affection, but he's too dumb to notice.
But I've got my own boyfriend. I'm not going anywhere with you.
See? Yeah. Well, fine. Who cares?
Surprise, it doesn't work out as planned as his wife outsmarts him and charms Murray and gets him to turn on her husband Sherwin. It ends with him uttering the fatal word, farfel, which leads to Sherwin's demise. 5 out of 10. The definition of an average episode. I like both of the characters, but the monster costume is weak. At least have him be a more creative monster. It's just a guy in a gorilla costume. This was a real chance for him to turn into a monster nobody has ever seen before. I wonder who was in charge of the monster's costume, since some of them look great and others are just Halloween costumes. Coming off an episode like Stressed Environment with its great stop-motion animation, they phoned it in for this costume. The next episode, Bughouse, has the A-Team effects group back. This is a more comic episode, but it doesn't get too ridiculous. While you know Sherwin is going to be killed by the monster, the twist with the wife falling in love with Murray seems to be a callback to King Kong. Murray also pulls off the dopey average nice guy very well. Murray's Monster was directed and written by Scott Alexander, who wrote Ed Wood, The People vs. Larry Flint, That Darn Cat.
It was a crime no man could solve, so they called in a cat.
This is going too far.
Now, he's leading the FBI
Sorry, Matt. Just coughed up a hairball.
on the adventure of 9 lifetimes.
Man on the Moon, Agent Cody Banks, 1408, and the 2015 Goosebumps. Not too bad. Joe Flattery played Sherwin. He was in Happy Gilmore and Back to the Future 2. Marion Flynn played Luann, Sherwin's wife. She did a lot of TV work on Desperate Housewives, Grounded for Life, and Malcolm in the Middle. Marvin Kaplan played Murray. He was in the 1963 Nutty Professor, It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, and an episode of Gidget, the groovy surfer girl.
Original surfer chick, Gidget.
I'll have to introduce you to the monkey, the jerk, and the dog.
Ashamed about. Always wanted to be an aunt.
May you can come and live with me.
I see it. It's coming. Push, darling. Please, darling, push.